Your first NFL job was here in 2017. Almost a decade later, you're back in this building, much different role. What are some of the lessons you've learned along the way that prepared you for this moment to lead this team, you think?
I think most importantly, it's about relationships and working really hard and taking whatever job it is that you have and trying to be the best at that job. And so when I came here initially as a defensive assistant, work your way up, I think every stop you just realize the time, the work, the energy, the relationship with the players, the ability to try to find a better way to do things. Sort of that approach, I think, has carried me a long way, and certainly one that I'll carry into this job.
You've spoken a lot about your dad, Rick, right? Somebody who has impacted and influenced your coaching career. Just what did it mean for you to have him here today to witness this moment for you being named head coach of the Ravens?
Yeah, very special. Probably the biggest influence on me, especially the first half of my career and obviously growing up from a football standpoint. So to have him here, to be able to share in these moments with him, my mom, my wife and kids, really special.
Yeah, and he's someone who's also with you at Michigan and with the Chargers. Yeah. Safe to assume he's going to have a role here in Baltimore as well?
I think he'll make his way to the Ravens eventually.
You're going to be able to pull him out of L.A., you think?
Get him out of his deal.
You're going to call the defense, right? And you're talking about the best player in the league, Lamar Jackson, one of the most, if not the most, dynamic players in football. When you're evaluating offensive coordinators, just what is something that has to be true to let you know that that is the right guy to lead this offense and that player?
Creative, innovative, relationship-driven, standard-driven. So, that can come in a lot of different ways. But I think it's somebody that embraces Lamar, embraces the communication, embraces their relationship, works together. He's been in the league now a while. He's done a lot of things well. Figure out what it is that he loves to do, what he does the best, and to put him in position as many times as possible to do those things over and over again to be successful.
Yeah, and the Super Bowl is obviously the ultimate goal, right? When you look at this year's matchup, you have Mike Vrabel, Mike McDonald, two guys that have had almost an immediate impact where they are. What is something about your coaching philosophy that makes you believe that you can have that similar impact here in Baltimore?
I think it's going to be the connection piece with the players and building an identity that we all believe in and that we all strive for. And that once we kind of come up with the identity that we want, that we're willing to put in the work to get there. And I think those two teams are great examples of what you can do when you do that. Much respect to both of them. And we look forward to doing that here in Baltimore.